Hello again, everybody. Welcome back here on another episode of Banish the Doubt. I am George McNamara. In this video, what I want to talk about is who you truly are, who we all truly are, and who we actually think we are, what we've been conditioned to believe we are. So, one up there, you see the green. I don't have yellow, and of course, I don't think it would come out that well on here. Sun. The sun is you. It's me. It's the true self. It's who we truly are. And the clouds obscuring that who we truly are from who we think we are. The sun, who we are, is always here, always has been here. But those clouds, the clouds of doubt, clouds of fear, clouds of gossip, of envy, I can go on and on, of judgment, of jealousy. Those clouds obscure who we truly are and that connection to who we truly are. So the little self, the ones that we think we are, the ones that we think, we are who our body is, who other people think we are, the ones that look external from who we are for validation. We don't get to see who we truly are. We don't get to align with that. Even though we are aligned, that connection, right, is very corroded. It's corroded by these thoughts. And I put up there ego. All of that that I just talked about that obscures us from who we truly are is the ego. The ego doesn't want you to know who you truly are aligned with that. It doesn't want you to know that because it loses its power over you. But that is the one thing that we want to understand, start to to get rid of, assimilate. Okay, start to recognize I'm not the gossip. I'm not, what we watch on TV, the political parties and my ideological belief system versus somebody else's. Also, office gossip, whatever it may be. You see, all is vanity. All is. And all of that is programmed into us from when we were infants, little children, babies between the ages of 2 and 7. The Jesuit faith has been telling this to their followers for more than 500 years. Now, I could stop right here when I tell you this, and this should be enough for everybody to think, holy shit, seriously? Have we been lied to when I tell you this? It's a game. Give me a child, they say, from age 2 to age 7. And in doing so, if you took your child at age 2 and gave it to a Jesuit priest, that faith, and then came back at age 7 and say, okay, I'm going to take little Johnny or little Susie home, chances are, it's very probable they're going to say, I'm not going with you. I want to stay here. This is who I identify with. This is who I am. Why? Because they were programmed. Because those formulative years from age 2 to age 7, everything was programmed into them. Everything was programmed into you and myself. It is that base. It is that operating system that we operate from. It is the enculturation. Just yesterday, I think it was, I was driving, I forget where I was, somewhere around here, and I happened to see a couple of cars, young kids' cars, who were probably in their early 20s, on the hood of their car, so the part that covers the engine, was stretched across, flags from different countries. I guess maybe there's a soccer match or something taking place. But right there, I said, enculturated. See, they identify, okay, this little self, they identify with that. I am not this. I've been conditioned to believe that I am whatever that country is. And during those formative years from age 2 to age 7, that mentality was downloaded into them by the people before them, most notably probably their parents and family and what have you. So my in-laws, whenever Colombia plays a soccer match, my brother-in-law goes into the refrigerator and gets out certain alcohol that is common in those South American countries and shot glasses. And every time Colombia would score a goal, the family all, I don't partake, but they all do a shot of um, this liquid, this alcohol. And I jokingly say, "Well, I'm glad it's not a basketball match." Every time they go to, they make a basket. But you understand, there's obviously humor in that, but you understand the enculturation. This is what we do. And it's not just the family, it's the culture does it. Being Irish, obviously, right? So not to get too long-winded in that, but this is how we're led to live our life. It's why if you ever vacationed on a beach, and let's say you're facing the ocean, you're enjoying your time, you get up to walk off the beach and you're presented with, right, all those homes, oceanside homes. But you're looking at those homes and the owners of those homes, and we've been conditioned, right, as a small self to say, well, that's those people. They get to own, and then we start to justify, well, they're probably not happy, and the father probably works all the time, never home, and bullshit. It's how you've been raised. It's this. It's all this here. And up there, I could put from when you were just this child, that up here could be, well, those people, they're from now, those, think about the money. They're that side of the tracks, right? Money doesn't grow on trees. So we're conditioned to believe that, well, since dad and mom worked really hard at a job that maybe generated 60,000 a year, oftentimes that's what the average income of that family's going to be. How many times have you heard things such as, well, Mary, or John, you're the first in the family ever to graduate college. Our family doesn't graduate college. Or, well, since your dad was fill in the blank, that's what you are. Or your mom did this is what you did. This is how we've been conditioned. So a lot of it is doubt, right? I doubt that I could be the person who could own the house even own a house, maybe own a second home on an ocean front. What? Really? You know how hard you have to work to do that? It's the conditioning. When in reality, it's all the conditioned mind. It's changing the mind. So I want to read this definition I heard from Neville Goddard about doubt. He says, it is the silent, right? So it's in the mind, saboteur, disguising itself as practicality, right? Or reason. Whispering, so again, silent, right? Whispering that what you desire is too far-fetched. Own a house? Own a house on the beach? Just down the shore? Really? You? So we go around and we oftentimes, what? Look at the people you associate with. If you're watching this video, think about the people you associate with, the closest friends you have. Now think about what's their annual, how much money do they generate? Not earn. I'm not saying they earn. I'm saying how much do they generate? How much is their thinking? How much money do they attract to themselves? Because we've been conditioned to say, well, how much are you making? You don't make money. You generate, you attract money to you. So think about that. And how much are you generating? Okay. So it's too far fetched. It dismantles our dreams before they even have a chance to form. So what you've seen so far, you're thinking, wait a minute, I've got to change. If I desire, now I'm talking about money here, but think about your health. Think about the people you associate with. What kind of foods do they eat? Do they drink a lot? What kind of relationships are they in? It could be anything. I'm just using money today, but money is the most important because it's the one we think about the most. The irony is the people who have the most, the people who can own the oceanfront home, who have maybe multiple Mercedes Benz and a Bentley and what have you, they don't think about money nearly as much or as often as you and I. See, that's the conditioned behavior. So, in summary, in closing, the clouds that separate you from who you truly are, whenever you find yourself judging another, becoming envious of another, gossiping, looking into, getting a part of what's the political conversation today, what have you, whenever those kind of things take place, you're judging another, you're doubting yourself. I would like for you to think, wait a minute, that's a cloud in my own sky obscuring my connection to who I truly am. If I desire something, it means that it's already finished. It's already a part. That is that true you speaking to you. Understand, if that's what I desire, it's because that's who I truly am in my core. That's that person's, that the true self is whispering to you, hey, yes, you can have this. And I want to just share with you something that I heard from Dr. David Hawkins talking about the field. So understand like this, the sun is the field. That's where we are, who we are. That's who we're connected to. It's who we are truly on our inside. We are part of that field. This is what he said about the field. He said the field is so powerful. If you continue to hold a thought, it will become a happening. Therefore, one's intention is all powerful. There is no interpersonal self making anything happen. Whatever it is you desire, be it wealth, be it health, be it relationships, whatever it may be, hold to that thought. And if you're able to hold to that thought and understand what's called a refractory period, that is the time it takes between the thought you have that is like this, that one of these thoughts, okay, the thought, and then the time it takes for you to recognize, wait a minute, that's a cloud in the sky. That's not who I truly am. That time in between is referred to as a refractory period. And the shorter the distance between those 2 points, the cleaner the connection is between who you truly are and yourself, recognizing that. So this is what you want to do. You want to meditate, whatever it may be, and think about that. Hold to that thought. Neville Goddard also said, imagination, so it's the thought, plus your attention to it, how often you can hold to that equals your desired result. Have a great day.